I can't even say nothing.
We live.
All right, we live here as well. What the hell is this?
Something went wrong.
Well, whatever.
Why you gotta be a monkey with a helmet?
I have no idea what that is.
So is it on?
It should be. It says it's on.
Well, just because I pitch up, is it live though?
Yeah, let me see.
Come on, you're good to go. I think that's just saying you
All right, time. All right, shalom, shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, the branch here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rekakodash.
Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers that's out there doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. The would-be judges, the 144,000, all right, the tabernacle of David, ordained to be the ruling class people over all nations, over all races, over all other governments, all right, by and ordained by who the world fraudulently and falsely calls JC. His name is Yahweh Shai. Always was, always will be. All right? And to the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth among the heathen nations that have the appearance of the heathen nations. This is not a black only thing. All right? And the few aqua, meaning the few sisters that are listening and learning, we say shalom. We're just going to jump right into this thing. That video, did you send me also that video when it says how Israel is denying the world court? All right, so to here, send it to this phone. What you have about, what was it, about maybe 3 months ago? You had the nations of the world vote that Israel's occupation of Palestine was illegal, that they have no right to be there, and also they voted that in the same, basically the same group of nations of the world, basically the entire world, all of the United Nations outside of was it 2 countries,
Right.
voted that the slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade, was the worst Holocaust, worst atrocity in the history of mankind. And you had 2 nations, maybe 3. I know it was, no, I think about it was just America and the Israelis. Oh, and Argentina, which is basically, they're trying to prep to be the new, Israel, because they know that they're in trouble over there. So basically, out of the entire world, you had 3 nations that wanted to disagree. And it was the worst atrocity, the worst Holocaust, the worst atrocity that ever happened in the history of mankind. Right? Which would only happen to the people of the Lord. And at the same time that happened, you had these people disregard it, speak against it. Here in America, in Jew-Merica, they're pushing to rewrite and remove the 14th Amendment, which is what made the children of slaves basically not citizen status. Right? Because when you look at what's happening, the way that they're locking up the Northern Kingdom and into internment camps and never deported them, and they're still locked up in their camps, still having sex with underage girls, impregnating them and sending them all to Texas. Okay? A friend of mine just got his wife back. And she was young too. I'm surprised that she ain't, big belly in Texas somewhere. It's the Mexican girl. She was could barely speak English, and she was gone for 6 months. He finally got his wife back.
My grandpa came back from Mexico and he had a testimony. His uncle basically got deported and he's in Mexico, and he was telling his brother, Daniel, which is his brother, hey man, I'm thinking about going back. And his brother was like, man, it's kind of fucked up because if they get you now, you could do it for 25 years, this and that. And he was saying that one of the guys that he got locked up with or whatever, what they do is before they release you, they said that they gave some sort of tetanus shot. And he told me, hey, look, before we deport you to Mexico, we'll give you a tetanus shot. And the video, in the audio that Daniel sent me, the dude said, like, yeah, they put a little antenna in here.
Wow.
So and this, mind you, this isn't somebody that watches our video. This isn't somebody that, but he said antenna is what he.
That's the way he tried to break it down.
Exactly.
As best he could. Yeah.
He said that when they catch him, release him. So he's really good at it.
So
So
that's
what it is.
No.
But the real thing is that for the majority, what they're doing, what ICE was doing, was capturing these people, and they would never deport them. They would put them in these containment centers. So what I'm trying to communicate to all of you is what they're actually doing. Their goal is to exterminate Judah. They understand the prophecies, and then make Israel, the northern kingdom, forever slaves. That's what they're trying to do. Okay?
Northern kingdom first, Judah worst.
Yeah. So that's exactly what they're implementing right before your face, live on camera. They're doing this. Okay? These are actions that they're taking. Outright apartheid. Apartheid meaning different. You can't travel this road. So-called white people can travel this road. You can't come into this building. Only so-called white people can come into this building. The same thing that they were doing over in the land of Israel to those Ishmaelites over there, to the Palestinians. Okay?
This is because the catch and release part made me think about this. This is Habakkuk 1:13. Thou art of purer eyes than to behold evil, and canst not look on iniquity. Wherefore lookest thou upon them that deal treacherously, and holdest thy tongue when the wicked devoureth a man that is more righteous than he, and maketh men as the fishes of the sea, as the creeping things that have no ruler over them.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Release.
So yeah, he's a fowler. He's a cunning hunter, man. You know, that's one attribute of Esau Edom. You know,
I had
bring it out, brother.
I had typed the Israel occupation Palestine and leave it on Google, and then y'all popped up with some shit. I'm gonna just scan through. Major international bodies overwhelmingly consider the Israel occupation to be illegal. This consensus is rooted in United Nations resolution and landmark ruling by the International Court of Justice, ICJ. So I say ICJ later on. It's the International Court of Justice. All right. The ICJ concluded that Israel's continued presence, which includes West Bank, East Jerusalem, and Gaza, is illegal. The court ruled that Israel must end its presence there as rapidly as possible, cease all new settlement activities, and make reparations for damages caused by the occupations. And then it says key violations. The legality of the occupation is primarily based on two core principles of international law. Acquisition of territory by force. International law prohibits the acquisition of territory through force. The ICJ found that Israel's policies amount to de facto annexation of Palestine land. Self-determination. By maintaining permanent control and building civilian settlements, the occupation denies Palestinians their established rights to self-determination. And then it says Israel rejects the characterization of this occupation as illegal. So they got the courts of justice saying it's illegal, and Israel is, no, we can do what we want to do.
Now that you read that, I'm going to play this. So I thought.
Israel just announced they won't be listening to the international.
As loud as this thing get. Turn that fan off. Turn it off. Because I just realized this is on.
Saying that Israel
Turn it off.
And it's expected that Israel will lose. Imagine.
I'm just gonna start it again. No, but still, it's kind of cool.
Any other country tried doing something like this. Imagine Iran tried doing this. The United States would immediately put sanctions on them, immediately call for the world to put sanctions on them, and try to take action at the UN Security Council, maybe even them themselves. But when it's Israel, when Israel says we're not going to respect international law when you're suing us for genocide, the United States acts like their hands are tied and they look on. Why? Why is this the case? It's because AIPAC and Israel lobby funds our government. They fund our elections and they put the people in office who are loyal to Israel. And this is why we turn a blind eye and act like our hands are tied. And then meanwhile, the people of America.
So he said enough. That's why the video stopped right there. What you have to understand is it's not an anti-Semitic thing to say. It's an absolute truth that these people have basically American government is compromised. And American citizens, well, not all of them, because many of them can clearly see that. But, you know, you still got people that support their government. And your government has completely been compromised by a foreign entity that's ruling over you, all right, and showing favor to the citizens of their home country. All right, that is what's happening. And at the same time that was happening, they're taking away your rights, and then they're going to make anyone who's connected by any family member to a descendant of slavery, you don't have a birthright citizenship anymore. So I don't care if you did 30 years in the Marine Corps, retired, and fought in 5 wars, and all. It don't matter. All right. I mean, Pete Hegseth is outright blatantly skipping over so-called black people in the military and not giving them promotions, especially women, which women don't belong in the military anyway. But he's not giving them, and he's promoting, so-called white men instead. And that's nothing new. They was doing that shit when I was in. All right.
I got this Revelations.
Speak up.
Revelations, Revelations 13 and 14. And he deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they shall make an image to the beast which had a wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life into the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. And reason what's going on, like you're saying, to compromise the government, they about to start implementing these RFID chip. And that's what it's going to be. If you don't accept it, you're going to go into total slaughter. You're going to be cut off because you're supposed to be in total slavery.
Well, the image of the beast is already speaking.
Yeah, I know.
It's the old Rome from back in the day. If you understand the scriptures, the reincarnation is Esau back again in power. The beast who deadly Rome.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
he is speaking. Everything that is playing out according to prophecy. Right? Everything that's leading to the all road leads to MOTV.
Yeah, that's right.
That's exactly what the elder was saying, man. Everything is being a play. What the Lord has allowed us to do was understand what's going on. As we live in this time, everything is playing out exactly how prophecy says it's supposed to play out. Because the Most High has a plan, man. That's it. The beast is back. Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. That's it.
But like you were saying with the story of the Diana uncle or whatever, he accepted that shit to go over. He accepted. So he took the beast. You know, he took the mark, man. The mark of the beast, man.
Yeah, it was one military guy. I think it was the Cali camp years ago.
California and LA.
Yeah, the guy, he said, "Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them."
He said he had two.
Yeah,
because you know it does, because you can lose, because typically when they gave us dog tags, you know when you went to the field, you wore the one dog tag around your neck and the other one you tied in your boots.
Right.
Sometimes they put one on each foot because often in battle you could lose the leg or lose the foot.
You
might lose the leg with the tag on it.
Yeah.
Right. So that's just so they can, if it comes to one of them points, God forbid, only thing left of you is your boot. Because that happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Some shit's hit and blow up and some weird shit happen. Ain't shit left but your boot.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they can read, Private Smith, Lance Corporal Smith, Sergeant Smith, that's what's right, because they got your one dog tag, because the rest of you is fucking gone, missed.
He's all over the place.
Blood, right. You all over the place mixed in with 10, 20 other dudes.
Yeah.
All right.
So they say, let God sort them out.
Right.
And he calls all, both small, great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And that's what's coming, man. That mark is about to be implemented to everybody in this world. If you don't accept it, you're gonna be put to death.
But guess what? It's already here.
Yeah.
And
it's here already.
It's you're right. It's already here. What you got to understand is all the persecution, and that's going to lead up to that, which is what this lesson is really about. Them attacking Jake and trying to exterminate Judah. This is what they really own that shit. Right? Like St. Benji was saying, if you want to speak on it, before we went live on the cameras, man, they chased this dude 130 yards away from the store. This young guy. You want to speak on this?
the nigga that was accused of stealing waters, when she put the waters back, he ran. They chased this man 130 yards, killed him, and still get off free with it, man. And then you have in the comment board, because it turns out that the man had a gun on him at some point. He lost a shoe. He lost a backpack. He was running for his life. He didn't brandish that gun. He only had a gun on him. It's unjustified. Unless he pointed at him, and even still, at some point, he's defending himself. He's running from you. But they got off scot-free for this shit. And then you got the nigga in Texas get locked up for stabbing the Edomite who was bullying him.
And then there's evidence of that. And there's evidence that they held back that he had a history of bullying. And the dude was on suspension the day he came up there with the intention on fucking with this little guy.
Just like
this is a small guy, and this was a great big old football player, man. All right? And that's the only reason he's picking on him. Because if it was another 200-pound Jake that was 6 foot tall, he wouldn't have done that shit.
Oh,
it's just this dude was a little dude. He's about 5'6", 5'7", about 140 pounds.
And they say no, it's bullshit. This how they justify locking him up. Well, he brought this weapon instead of getting help. He brought this weapon and then used it, but he's fit himself.
And that's all bullshit because there's record of him complaining about him. There's a history of him bullying him and other kids.
You know what else is bullshit about it? Kyle Rittenhouse got off. He took this weapon with him across state lines and killed the nigga that attacked him. So when is it right? When is it fucking wrong? Well, it's wrong when you a nigga.
Exactly.
A nigga got killed for having a motherfucking hood on and what's the iced teas called? Arizona's. And that nigga got off too. Well, how you get off of that? How do you get off when a man simply has an iced tea and a hoodie on? Because you didn't know what?
And you got a 9mm.
Yeah.
And you on him.
And there's no crime committed.
They told you.
That
And
shows
the police told us, and the police 911 told that goof ass nigga to stand down.
Yeah.
But you know, but curse has been falling on him heavy. Things ain't been too well for him.
I got one if I may.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms 10 and 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places does he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. So, hey, America is really just a hunting ground. This whole place was based off hunting Jake. The way they built these communities, these neighborhoods are built to hunt Jake. All right. The first police officers were patty rollers. All right. This whole place is just based off hunting Jake, man. See, what you're gonna find out is this whole thing is about Jacob and Esau, man. This never was, an America, as you say, but it was bitter. Well, it is bitter. It's bitter for us.
Yeah, Slave Patrol, the old badges.
Slave Patrol.
Say it on there.
Yeah.
It's the exact same badge as the sheriff badges, and it say Slave Patrol on it. That's what they were for. Your slave run away, we catch you with your papers, boy. Or they'll steal you, even though you got your papers, put you in another place.
Take you somewhere else. Because you best believe the slave patrollers had their own business going.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They would catch freedmen. And freedmen, for anyone who doesn't know, was basically usually a Native American that got reclassified as a Negro. In case you didn't know that. I just learned that recently. That when they reclassified a lot of Gadites and Reubenites as Negroes, they were the ones who got the label freedmen put on. All right? So a lot of them, so they were snatching them up left and right, and sending them south to put them into slavery. Hence the reason when you learn the story of the history about John Horse, the Reubenite that fought against Andrew Jackson. 30,000 Reubenites went to war against. 3,000 Reubenites went to war, and with some Judite slaves with them, went to war against 30,000 U.S. cavalry men, and they killed 27,000 of them. They brought their numbers down to 3,000 to the point because out of all the Jakes in America, Reuben was the only ones who said, "Hell no, fuck y'all." Reuben stood up to them and beat them to the point where America came to make treaties with them. And of course, they broke them. And what they started doing, they started snatching up Reubenites and sending them south to go start slavery. And that's why John Horse got mad, and he left that reservation. I think they went Oklahoma. He left that reservation, and then he went southwest across America. All right, going across, landed in Mississippi, was there for a while, Yazoo, Mississippi was one of those places. All right. And then he went, and it also went to Louisiana. And from there, they went into Mexico. And the Reubenites got their own land down there because they made John Horse a general in the Mexican army, and he actually fought at the Alamo against Esau with Issachar. All right, John Horse did. All right, that would be my forefather. Okay, and matter of fact, what's his name? Elder Yahanabah, for the older brothers who remember Elder Yahanabah. Yeah. When Elder Todd said, "Man, you look like a young Yahanabah," and then when I met, I was like, "God damn." He does. He look if Apostle, if the Elder Yahanabah stood with my fathers and my uncles, you would know the difference. You would he would think he was one of them. Yeah. And I'm like, damn. I'm looking at him and I'm like, damn. And then I get to talking with him, and my grandfather is from the same city, same place his father from. Sure. So anyway, all that aside, man. So I really do believe that we related. But the point is, though, man, is that they want to make Judah non-citizens, and they've been ready to declare war. Go ahead, bring it out, brother.
This is the book of Psalms 37 and 12. It says, "The wicked plotted against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth." Right? That's his power. Matter of fact, we get this word for plotted. Right, because it says that the wicked plotted against the just. Job 9:24 says the wicked of the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So they have the power to plot against the just. Right now, this word plotteth is from the Hebrew word zamam, and it says to have a thought, devise, plan, consider, purpose. Fix thought upon, to devise a plot of evil intent. You see, and so they have an evil intent, like the bro Ioana was going into. This was the whole thing. This was the whole plan, and the whole time, right? So going back,
I believe that's what's that, Micah 2,
right?
One, it says they practice it in the power of their hand.
That's it. Right? That's what the wicked do.
They've been given this time to do what they do.
That's it.
But the whole time we telling you that all roads lead to the MOTB.
Yeah.
Something that's clearly against what the Most High said do.
Because the MOTB gives them the power to play God on earth.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
And with that is totally, like the elders going into eradicating Judah. You know what I'm saying? So it says the wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is come.
Matter of fact, I was going to say that you said that somebody go ahead and get that Micah 5 with the 7 through 8, because let him finish reading that.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother.
So verse 14, it says, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and the needy, and to slay such as be of an upright conversation. You see?
Guess what? Let's talk about the elect.
And that's why that Israeli operative, that former government person, whatever her name was, said that the biggest threat in America is young so-called black people. And you're in the middle of the war with the Palestinians. How the fuck are young black people in America the biggest threat to Israel? Well, the reason they're the biggest threat to Israel because they're the real Israelites. That's what the problem is. All right. Here it is that the history and the relics have all been revealed. Right? And, even Candace Owens, I just watched a video, a 30-minute video yesterday or the day before of her. She went over and visited Vladimir Putin and interviewed him, and he sat down and showed her all the icons. So she's talking about the icons now, how she can't unsee it, and why was this never taught in our schools? How is this left out of the what do you call it? The curriculum. Yeah. Thank you, brother. How is this left out of the curriculum in modern day schools? Because what that means is that your whole what that's revealing to you is that all of Dark Age and medieval history that's taught within the school system is all a fraud. Everything, all your movies, is all a fraud because those people weren't white. Now you got to explain, because you said that all white people came from Europe, all right, which is in Asia. See, everything you just keep getting caught in lies, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking real bad for you, and you want to exterminate Judah. The Lord got a different plan.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody also held Job 27. What you got, brother?
And also, it's like that movie. It was one of the Planet of the Apes. When it was one of the apes, like the albino ape, was like a sellout. Right?
Yeah.
And so their whole intent was to wipe out the apes, wipe out the Israelites, right? But even the sellout Israelites, you know, they ultimately get killed too. Because after their use was up, after the albino ape use was up, they slayed him too.
Did the scripture say, no hands join your hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished?
Yeah, Bible shot. Back up, I had the spirit. This is Rock 13. I'm gonna hit 3 and then 20 verse 4. The rich man had done wrong, yeah, he threatened him with all. The poor is wrong, he must treat also. And that's the IJC, the ICJ. They said they judgment against the Israelis, and they said, F that. We can do what the fuck we want to do. All right, we're going to charge interest to the fucking world. All right, we're going to bomb, we want to bomb, attack, we want to attack. And then if you say anything against us, it's going to come against you. You're racist.
And they can easily, you know, the truth of the matter is the Israelis really have no power. All their power is through America. Right? But they completely control the American Congress and government, including the current sitting president. And from what we see, they can control all the predators of the past for quite some time now.
And to be honest, until this world really turns against them, they control them too. All right, let's not forget it was the IMF that told China to devalue their yuan years ago, with to strengthen the economy. They want to get everybody, the whole world is to be tried. They controlling all this shit. They want everybody to be on the fucking chip. That's why the whole world is going digital. They got their hand in everything because everybody they made.
Pardon me for a second. Nigga, your mama smell like chicken and farts. Continue.
Well,
that nigga's a comment board.
I understand. Just fuck me up.
Well, Elder, if I may say, it's a digital yoke. It's a digital yoke. It's a digital Tower of Babel.
Hold on, you want? That was too soon, man. His mama smell like chicken and farts. Yeah, let's sit for a second.
Chicken and farts, goddamn.
That shit wild. But they play everybody with a debt-based economy, man. Now they all gotta pay them back. They all in bed with this devil. But at some point, they shall turn on whore.
That's right.
Even the Europeans, man. That's why we see Japan linking up with Arabia and Brazil and India and Russia and China. BRICS exists for a reason. They getting off the SWIFT international transfer system to come with their own shit. That's stopping America getting cut off top. The nation can Bob trying to back it too. And straight to the point.
Somebody get Habakkuk 2 for the elder.
Let him make his point. Then you go, Pop.
Habakkuk 2 verse 7.
No, start at the point. Bob your shot. There's a lot of brothers that got precepts. You good, Shikari.
Habakkuk 2
5.
It's a lot of me over 5. It says, yea, but also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire is hell.
But goes to his image, he forced that to the world. Democracy, the Western mindset, debt-based credit finance systems, man.
Right. It says, and it says death. And cannot
that's what he goes, that's what he brings, the culture of death, man. Whoredoms, which leads to death, sodomy, which leads to death, to the point where the earth won't even yield its increase.
And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
So the world is in bed with this devil. That's their home, man. The world is in bed with it. That still of nation, man. Go ahead.
So shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say to him, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Which means heavy debt. Keep on.
It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them.
And eventually that's going to happen. So your plan is to take us out, but meanwhile the Lord is plotting against you. Not only is he going to raise us up in power, he got the heathens finna turn on you. The heathens you think you got under your fucking thumb. They in bed with you financially. Well, the Lord's going to turn them against you. The Lord's so raw. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is the ruler of all things. He's going to have your own turn against you, man.
Yep.
Right.
So America and Israel is doing their thing, but they fucking up their fellow Edomites, the Europeans, cutting off resources they need from Russia,
That's right.
from Iran. All right, they need these things, and you're fucking them up. Your wisdom is gone. You're destroying them, man.
That pipeline that they blew up. It says because the elder just mentioned the Planet of the Apes. In that Planet of the Apes, that one faction of Edomites was going to war with a whole nother planet of faction of the Edomites. And Caesar found out, like, he's like, yeah, they coming, because he thought they was coming to reinforce them. When you watch that
they were
Planet of the
coming to
Apes,
fight them.
he said, oh, that's what you think? No, they was coming to go to war with each other. At the end, they ended up pew-pewing each other. So that's spiritual, that you mentioned that movie, because that's the same thing.
Isaiah, yep. This is a Rock 13, back to the point. 33. 4, slap it. If thou be for his prophet, he will use thee.
Mm-hmm.
But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. All right, that's what he did with the damn albino ape that Yahweh was talking about, man.
Mm-hmm.
He used them, had him set his own people up, and at the end of it, he still shot him. All right, so you niggas that's in league with this devil, you're going to die.
Yeah.
All right, this devil wants to come against us.
That's right.
And the Lord with us. What do you think he's going to get? Your ass.
Right. That's so cold.
2/3 going to die in this land. The rest, the third should be taken out of it.
That's so cold, but the elder going into how he's going to take Judah out, right? Barbara, should I give you that elder?
Which one?
The one with his red.
All right. This is Rock 13:4. If thou be for his prophet, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee.
And guess what? Now he's going to forsake, because he used Judah just to push, because Judah got a vibration. If you set up Judah, guess what? People will follow. That's why
he knows that. He knows where the head tried. I mean, look at the collection of his, how many. I would dare to say that probably more than half of the Edomite women on the planet is down for Jacob.
Yep.
And half of them is against Esau. So their house divided in so many ways. They divided each other geopolitically, and then they're divided against their women, the same as Judah is against the world. You know, the Israel itself is against their women because of the curses. The curses are now fall. They wear them curses like a cheap coat, bro.
Well, that was the reason why the Renaissance had to occur, and they had to change the image, because in changing that image, it took away it didn't take away, but they were able to legislate out the appeal that the so-called.
No, he's able to protect his power.
Yeah, he protected his power.
Right. I'm gonna tell you,
Well, he tried to hide all the harems and stuff
Exactly.
of the Moors and the Jakes who were ruling, and all their concubines were Edomites.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that didn't, and then going into the 1600s, the miscegenation laws, the fact that they had to create laws to keep their women away from us. What is that telling you? If you need to create a law to keep pale women away from brown men, what they're saying is that pale women were willfully and ready and wanting to be with brown men to the dismay of pale men who didn't like, because they couldn't get their own women because their women didn't want them the same way that they currently do now. You go down to the Blade, all right, and you see it. You go to the on Rush Street. You go to the Viagra Triangle. You see it. You go to Tavern on Rush. You go to Hugo's Frog Bar. You go to Gibson's. All them high-end ass places, man. All right. What you see in there, all right, you'll see a whole bunch of wealthy ass Edomites. They still got them snow bunnies up under them, but you're gonna see an everyday average Jake, and you're gonna see the baddest women gonna be with him.
That's why I need to try.
And those old guys gonna be sitting there all mad, smoking their cigars, as mad as hell, sitting on the side, ain't gonna say shit. And I know because I was one of them niggas up there that had all the badass women. Meet them out there. It is what it is. Right?
Hey, I'm
right.
I just made 40.
So, go ahead, brother.
So I just made 46 years old, and they college boys gotta compete with me for women their age.
Right.
And they're losing miserably, by the way.
I mean, it is what it is, man.
Hey, because I heard one Edomite say, he was a young dude. He said, I work out, what I'm saying, just so I can have the physique of a 50-year-old black man. He was like 19. Yeah. He was like 19.
Damn.
It's over for you, man.
Yeah, so I mean, it really is over for them. All jokes aside, it really is, man. It ain't looking too good for them.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why they're so angry. Why you got the Patriot Front and you know, you got openly, like you said, people like Pete Hexmas and what's that other little funny looking shit, although they about to fire him, Stephen Miller. I hate that funny looking motherfucking hands up there. All right. Okay. But they are blatantly racist and hateful toward Jake. All right. They give these speeches at these you know, at these different political meetings, and the undertone of it is all aimed at shaming Jake, man, and bringing Jake low. They sneak this in their speeches. These low life people, these beasts, these savages, you know, these low IQ, you know. Well, no, the problem is the lie IQ.
That's right.
All right, you lied to yourself, man. All right, it's a complete lie IQ. But you've been holding something, Pops. Bring it out.
This is Sirach 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not.
It said he evil to himself. Them niggas still trust this devil. He don't give a fuck about his mama.
Yeah, he does his own people
He
wrong.
gonna help you? Absolutely.
He does his own people wrong just to keep himself overly wealthy. Because the thing is that Esau is they overdo it. They overdo it because the point is that I'm gonna tell you how stupid these people really are. How they really don't have wisdom. All right,
Expound.
they're too stupid to see that they already won.
Yeah,
it's like you already won, man. Enjoy it, bro. Go get you a damn Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Get you a drop top Porsche and cruise up and down Michigan Avenue. Cruise up and down Rush Street, up and down the lakefront. Just enjoy your time you got left, man. But you know, but that's not good enough for him.
Yeah.
He the Grinch. That nigga want to steal the crumb from the mouse.
Yeah.
I used to try to get him to understand. Why don't you just get a bottle on the bitch and chill?
They can't do that. You already won. But they so thirsty to have more and more. No, I want you. I want your happiness. What are they doing over there? You know the videos is all on TikTok. Leave black folks alone. Leave black folks alone. Whatever that, right? And then they show Edomite getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, Elder, if I may say, Baba Kashab. Let me make this point. Baba Kashab. Let me make this point. Haman. All right. He had everything. All right. Haman had everything. And he said it don't mean nothing as long as Mordecai is by the gates.
There it is.
He had everything.
Excellent point, brother.
He had everything, but he said it don't mean nothing as long as Haman is standing at these gates, man.
No, it's Mordecai.
Oh yeah, Mordecai. Haman said, as long as Mordecai is standing by the gates, he had everything.
And that's the mindset of these Amalekites.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it said when they're not stealing until they had enough.
Mm-hmm.
You've had more than enough a long time ago.
Absolutely.
Who read that Sirach?
Yeah, I will.
Pops, read the next verse too.
Okay.
That's exactly what Jake's talking about.
Okay. Verse 6. Sirach 14.
Read the other verse over.
Okay. Sirach 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself.
So never satisfied with his own portion. But keep going.
And this is a recompense of his wickedness.
Right. So this is the curse that was put on the serpent, which
in
Revelation 12, it breaks down plainly that for one, that the beast, the dragon, that old serpent called the devil, is talking about the Romans.
Yep.
So Esau, even so-called white man, you call your American white man, the European white man, your Israeli white man, the South African so-called white man, you are all the devil. Literally. You're that serpent. And that's why you can't be satisfied because the curse upon the serpent was he will go upon his belly. Right? That's why
they want the whole cake, brother.
The measure.
So you got to understand, you got this big ass cake. All right, and they cutting off these little bitty pieces. You cutting off you cutting off these little pieces of cake. And they're not looking at the fact that they still got this ginormous ass cake. They mad that he got a little piece. He got a little piece. All of them got pieces of cake. But you look back, your big ass cake, it's like you right. They can't understand, man. All right, so the Lord to set them up to be the way they are at the water. You know,
They said when a gang gatherer come and take the question,
leave any.
That's
right.
He don't leave anything.
Bro, this man is cursing his rulership. Here it is. You got the whole earth, all these beautiful ass women to watch.
Brother.
Hey, you literally did, bro.
Go ahead, brother.
But basically, what I was saying, man, when the gay gatherer and they don't leave no grace, they completely just rob us from everything. Like it said, when he take away the needy from the poor, he did all of this, man. He made sure that we was put in this cage that we can't even escape from, man. And now he gonna put us in this total slavery,
right? I agree with you, but 100%, brother. He's put us in a digital cave. He's moving to put us in a digital cave, because we've been in a contractual cave, and now that contractual cage is also going digital. So what? And I've been saying this lately, man. What Esau has done is he's checkmated society. He's checkmated us. He's basically checkmating Jake. Well, there ain't gonna be no more side hustles and none of that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. And even for his own people. Exactly. You know, they're telling, well, you got a job, but you got 2 side hustles. You know, and now people are moving from cars to one apartments and moving from apartments to from big ass houses to apartments, and then from apartments to their vans and their cars and shit.
Storage units.
Storage units, but you still making damn near 6 figures and and you barely making living paycheck to paycheck. All right, but you basically you're just a functioning homeless person.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Y'all got all this money anyway. Y'all don't even ball out with it. So why the fuck you even move into a fucking RV? You might as well just stay in the crib, nigga. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing with the money? You just collecting it?
Americans buy guns and bullets.
Thank you.
That too.
Look, there are 6 guns to every American or something like that.
Yeah.
So America has roughly about 300. Well, we did prior to. It don't tell how many it is now. But if you go back prior to the to the invasion, you know, when all the people coming across the border, because I think it was over 1 million people came or something like that. But a couple million or something like that, 10 million people.
Yeah.
So America had about 335 million people. So 335 million times 6.
Right.
It's a lot of guns here. It's the reason why this what they're doing is going to eventually cause. It's just going to be the Wild West out there. It's going to be basically you talking about the Mexican standoff. You know, it ain't 10 niggas over there and 10 niggas over here. It's 10 niggas over here and 10 niggas over there, and ain't nobody on nobody's side. All right,
Where the bullets are coming from?
Right, and everybody just started blasting. Everybody did.
Yeah.
And then one smart nigga that got down and hid, he the only one to get up and crawl away.
You said it was 300 million Americans.
335 to 30 million Americans.
1.9 billion guns. What you saying?
God damn.
Yeah.
1.9 billion guns.
Yeah, so it said it's an average of 6 guns per American.
Yeah. That's why Scripture says,
which is amazing that you still have some Americans that don't want to own guns when all these other niggas around you have them. You know,
that's why Scripture says, thus with violence.
And when I say niggas, I'm talking about crackers. All right, I'm talking about and ain't nobody got no guns. Like you got some crackers that got enough guns to basically arm their whole neighborhood. All right, and still got guns left.
They have tanks.
The dude that I went and did my licensure and shit with, I heard him say that he had about 200 or 300 himself. And I think he said 3, and that and then all at his house at his family's houses too, in case something happened. In case something happened and they take him, he got guns. And this was a white guy, all right, and he had guns at his family members' house.
So he can roll into his family house and say, let
so
me get
something
that.
go down, you're right. You know, he got 10 over here, 20 over here. Uncle so-and-so got him over there.
That's Sarah Connor. Go down to Mexico and pull up that fucking crate.
Exactly. Open up the damn ground.
I got it.
Bring it out, brother.
This is Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 1. I'll read it in the NLT. This is the message that the prophet Habakkuk received in a vision. How long, O Lord, must I call for help, but you do not listen? Right? Because at the end of the day, the Heavenly Father got a plan, and he's given the earth into the hand of the wicked for a time, and that time must be exhausted. So it says violence is everywhere. I cry, but you do not come to save. Must I forever see these evil deeds? Why must I watch all this misery? Wherever I look, I see destruction and violence. I am surrounded by people who love to argue and fight. And first and foremost, it says, as the ruler of the people is, so are the people. So are the people. You know, that's about that particular society and kingdom.
And like that movie Idiocracy, you had fucking Terry Crews. The nigga name was Camacho.
Right.
Nigga pop locking in the goddamn.
And he was the president.
He's a dumbass.
But it says, I'm surrounded by people who love to argue and fight. It says the law has become paralyzed and there is no justice in the courts. The wicked far outnumber the righteous, so that justice have become perverted.
And I'd be damned if that's not describing America down to the letter.
Yeah. Because when them guns run out, and then it's gonna be Mortal Kombat. They about to do brutality.
Man, it's gonna look.
It has begun.
It's gonna be bad crazy out there. All right, you gonna have guys set booby traps, and you know. And I just watched a very interesting video that I actually intended to do a lesson on eventually, if I can get around to it. But this guy was giving a breakdown about the dissolve of society and the people who are going to survive. And see, he don't understand the scriptures. Ain't nobody gonna survive.
Right.
All right. Nobody's gonna survive. They're gonna let that crazy time come, and it's probably gonna wipe out more than half the population. And then they're gonna introduce the MOTB. Which is why people are going to be so ready to take it, because they're going to want some normalcy left, because people are going to have seen the mass kill-offs, horrendous murders, the people gutted and beheaded, and you know, people raped by a crowd of 100 people, and all kind of weird. So they're going to see all this shit, man.
That's the Lord.
You know, there's fatality after fatality after fatality. So anything that's going to bring back any inkling of normalcy, they're going to be ready to take it.
Yeah.
All right. And the elect are going to come out of that unscathed.
Yeah.
Okay. But the rest of you people, it's not going to end too well for you, man.
Well, because the diamond in the rough, or the cherry on the cake, whatever however they say it, right? Of Jacob, right? Of Jacob's trouble, right? Is that you will be delivered. It says when this time comes, then you're going to be delivered. Because before the missiles drop, we got to be off ground.
Exactly. Second Ezra 1673. One of my favorite scriptures.
You said Second Ezra what?
Second Ezra 1673.
I got it.
Because you're right, you got to be off ground. You're gonna know when it all comes down to it, after when they're about to fill their belly, get that Job 27. Job 27, like 13 through like 18.
Yeah. You ever seen Chronicles of Riddick, Elder?
You was holding something, brother? Go ahead, bring it out, beloved.
Okay. This is Psalms 124 and 2. It says, verse 1, it says, if it had not been for the Lord who was on our side, not may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when the wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Blessed be the Lord.
That's the armies. That's what it says when the enemy come in like a flood. Then Yahweh by Shem Yahshua shall lift up a standard.
Right. Those proud waters are the heathen nations, mainly Esau, Edom. And they're about to roll on you, Jakes, man. All right, and you about to learn the hard way, man.
That's why that chick set the damn cross on fire. That's why the division. They niggas is going against a lot of different races right now. Esau against them, the Gooks against them. Hell, of course, the Northern Kingdom still against them. And this shit is getting
kingdom against king.
More vicious out here, man.
I got a quick. Hey, yo, what was that old movie, 3 the Hard Way?
Yeah.
Hey, before you bring up agree with the hell.
No, that's what I'm
the Job?
That's what he got.
Second Ezra 16.
No, he got it finished.
Oh, you finished that?
No, he right. He's been holding the scripture for a while.
Did you finish that?
This is Mike.
No, let him finish.
Psalm 124:6. Blessed be the Lord who have not given us as a prey to their teeth. It says our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken, and we are escaped.
See, so we're gonna escape out of this, man. The Lord's elect. You 2/3 niggas, it's gonna be bad for y'all, man. Y'all gonna be like them them women at the Licket Fest right now. You're gonna be like them women that was up in the Superdome and doing Katrina. They had to lick a lot against their will. Right? Okay, they was getting right. It was a line of niggas that they had to lick. All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Man, you had right. Think about it, man. Them bitches had a gallon of speech shot on them in them by the time it was over. So that's a lot of meat to handle.
Oh,
right. Okay, so you exactly. So that's what hey, but real talk, man. It ain't even funny. That was what was happening to them women, man. All right. That was what was happening to them. And guess what? That's what's going to be happening again out here. You're going to have hordes of men that are mad, hungry, and horny.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Tenacious.
Okay?
Triple H.
Horny.
And some of them, you know, what was her name? When the dude said, I followed you home, I know where you live.
Diamond.
Diamond.
Hey,
Right.
say, this way you live. I follow you home every night. Then why you say this like you didn't know, nigga?
Right.
So this is where you live. I follow you home every night. He said, I don't know, nigga, bro.
Yeah. So that, because guess what? A lot of you women, you content women, you know, that's all over the Instagram, you know, with all your goodies hanging out and stuff like that. Man, you got heat nerds that know everything about you.
Man.
Yeah. All right. And then you're gonna have guys that's gonna be profiting off selling that information to other people.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Damn.
Wait, that's a part of their bartering.
Yeah. A lot of these white
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, well, you know what? He gonna go right up to all the killers in the. He gonna be like, look, man, I can't shoot, I can't throw no hands, but I got all this information for you. And they'd be like, hey, feed this.
You on the squad.
Right, he on the squad.
Hey,
They gonna give him a little cap too.
Yep.
Get that nigga hat. He on the squad.
A lot of these white girls gonna lead Jake to they. Hey, my dad, he's got liquor in his cabinet. He's got food in the basement. Yeah, a lot of these white girls gonna tell on their whole family, man. Yeah, a lot of that's gonna happen too.
Well, a lot of them gonna turn on each other.
Yeah.
Jake gonna even make it to it. You gonna make it to the after effect. Them Edomites is gonna be going to war with each other, man. Because most of them preppers are proud and showed all their shit.
Yeah.
All right. The smart ones didn't say shit to nobody, man.
Right. Yeah. That was one of the prophets.
You know, the smart ones didn't say shit to nobody, but because for some reason, matter of fact, somebody can do that right now. Just Google bunkers and see how many videos pop up with Edomites showing you, walking you through that shit.
Right.
And then the water's here, and the weapons here, and the beds are here. And they showing you, and somebody taking notes.
Yeah.
They'll say, right.
That was one of the kings of Israel.
There's two types of preppers, right? You got the one guy is prepping, and the other guy like
prepping and taking shit.
That's the dude on the squad.
Yeah.
Look, you gonna have you're right. You're absolutely right. You got the preppers who are prepping to survive, and then you got the preppers who are prepping to survive. Their whole thing is, I ain't doing all that. I collect guns, and so he gonna go get with his hoodlums, his you know, these ex fucking Marines and Navy SEALs and shit like that. All right, and they go get with these dudes who was in prisons, you know, who have no problem pulling somebody's entrails out. Some weird mafia ass hitman type niggas, and them guys gonna go and they're gonna go from property to property, going after the big stuff. All right, you best believe, man. It's some guy working for the Atlas company, and all these high level security firms and stuff. And I even heard one of the rich guys say, "Well, what if my security just turns on me and takes all my shit?" And yeah, nigga, what you think gonna happen?
Right.
That's a good. You got all the money, you got all the gold, you got the fine ass wife with the big ass fake titties and the ginormous fake lips. All right, you got all them daughters, you know, right? And you got all the gold. So right, and it's like, wait a minute, I'm the badass with all the weapons.
Right.
You know why I'm letting this geek
break yourself?
Right, nigga, break yourself. Your bitch be looking at me anyway. So because we know how women are.
Yeah.
Right.
She really want the man with power. She don't want the fat, sloppy, you know, wimp.
I got one, but I also got your Job.
Bring them out, brother.
Okay, which the Job first?
You know, it don't matter. Matter of fact, before you bring out the Job, bring it. He been holding this one for a while.
Okay.
Concerning Judah. because all this is going to kick off when the Lord released Judah, when he gave Judah that little bit of pump to do what they need to do out here.
Right.
All right.
It's Micah 5:7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people.
And that ain't talking about no IDF and no little hats either.
Nope.
All right. Let's
a,
talk about niggas.
Yeah, that's
what
right.
you call niggas.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
As a dew from the Lord Yahweh, as the shower upon the grass, and treadeth not for men, nor waiteth for the sons of men, and the remnant of Jacob shall be amongst the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion amongst the beasts of the forest, as a young lion amongst the flock of the sheep.
Just ripping it, tearing shit apart.
Yep. Who, if ye go through, both tear down.
Now I saw what a few lions did to a pack of hyenas.
Oh,
what could they do to? And hyenas are rough. If there was what about 4 lions, man, what they did to a pack of hyenas, what are they gonna do to sheep?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man.
It says treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none could deliver.
Ooh, and in case you didn't know, too, according to Esau science, the hyena got one of the most powerful bites in all nature.
That's right on my mind.
He's got one of the most powerful bites in all of nature, man.
Okay.
Bone crushing, and these lions rip through them like, it takes about 15, 20 hyenas to bring down a lion. That's usually a wounded old one, but it's already sick. All right?
Yes, sir.
So what these, it was about 3, 4 lions. What they did to like 12, 13 hyenas was ugly. All right? So what would they do to and he's comparing Jacob to that, man. See, y'all gotta understand, Jacob gonna be bright brown out this shit. What was his name? Brendan Byer? Right? They gonna be BB out this motherfucker. All right, and ain't none you gonna be able to, your guns ain't none of that, because when I'm remembering Brightburn, man, I don't remember no guns working on him, man. Matter of fact, the last person shot him in the head got some lasers through his head.
Right.
That nigga said.
Jeremiah 16:16. It says, behold, I will send forth many fishers, saith the Lord Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after will I send forth many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
What we waiting on?
So you can get pulled right up out of those bunkers, man.
That's it.
All right? You can get pulled right up out of it. The Lord gonna jack y'all up, man.
That's it.
All right? So that your plans is gonna fail. Now you can get that Job 27.
Yes, sir.
And then whatever you got, brother. I see you hot over there. You hold it.
This is Job chapter 27, verse 13. It says, this is the portion of a wicked man with God and the heritage of oppressors.
See, you checkmated us. We'll admit that. You checkmated us. You got us caught up. We paying bills. We paying taxes. We paying all these unrighteous decrees that you really are doing unlawfully.
Money
We
back with holes in it.
Right? Money back, right. You got us caught up. We can't escape from you. The Lord got you checkmated.
That's it.
Right, that's
and his checkmate gonna set us free.
It says the heritage of oppressors.
So who's the oppressors? So that scripture right there is a scripture that makes it clear who's it. Jake ain't oppressing nobody.
Absolutely.
We are the oppressed. Okay, especially in this society. So they ain't talking about us.
Right.
Yep.
Didn't say nothing about you. Right, go ahead, brother.
It says, this is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High God and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword.
Yes.
And his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep.
And we seeing that his widow will not weeping, man.
They go get ravished.
You can go on the internet and see it for yourself.
Though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on.
That's a couple of the scriptures.
Yep.
Too.
And y'all been collecting up gold and silver and all these fine things. You're right. You collecting it up for us, homie. You're gonna have to check all that in.
It says, "In the innocent shall divide the silver."
There you go, man. Ain't they had them thugs in the 90s used to say? Check that shit in.
Right. It said.
Hey, what you say, Elder? He said, I got $200. I want to get
Right.
red money.
Exactly.
It says, verse 18. He builded his house as a moth and as a booth that the keeper maketh. The rich man shall lie down, but he shall not be gathered. He openeth his eyes, and he is not. Terrors take hold on him as waters, and tempest stealeth him away in the night. You said to verse 20, right?
Come.
Yeah.
And there you go, man. And all you scoffers, man, the Lord gonna kill you hard. Matter of fact, you're gonna be the victims of these Edomites, man. All right.
Yeah.
Especially them our own people that scoff.
Yeah, we can.
I expect Esau to scoff.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they do, man. They gonna scoff until they can't.
Yeah.
All right, but you 2/3 out there, man.
Yeah.
Now we understand. We all, witnessed that video. That legendary video where the Apostle Tahar got mad and ran up to the camera and said, "He can't wait. Now he gonna be jumping over Esau to get to you niggas."
Yeah. And we can confidently say you niggas are already fucking dead. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The missiles are coming to America. They were created for that purpose. That's Bible prophecy. The missiles were created for you niggas. All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave you here and melt you. Since you like America, you get to stay here and you get to fucking die here in America.
The ones who just survived the boots.
Yeah.
And the boots on the ground, the ones who survived the bayonets. Obama didn't order 30,000 bayonets for nothing.
Yeah. Keep that same image.
When they hit your ass with that bayonet.
Yeah.
All right.
After your stomach is touching.
Because he's like, right, you don't even get a bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
That costs too much.
Matter of fact, a bullet would be more.
Costs too much.
Exactly.
So it's like, damn, can I get shot?
Right.
I'm looking at this nigga get bayoneted. Like, damn, man, can I get a bullet?
Yeah.
Somebody you didn't give it to.
Right.
Yeah.
They gonna catch them bayonets.
Yeah,
Man. The Lord gonna cook them niggas, man. And those of you that survive the bayonets, like the brother said, you gonna catch that missile fire, man.
Yeah. You're gonna starve to death. The scripture says it's better to die by the sword than it is to starve to death. So you keep that same energy.
Matter of fact, some of them gonna be meals.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all gonna get eaten, man.
Yeah.
Especially this
You talk that shit after you haven't eaten in fucking 3 weeks, nigga.
That's right. Especially this one nigga who said he is God. Whatever, calling himself the 114. He talking about we disrespecting God, saying that we the promise. He like, you keep disrespecting, I'm gonna kill you. Get your dumb ass out of here, you fucking goof ass.
What you got, Capo?
Yeah, this is just to land back off that
was perfect.
that whole idea. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 26. For the Most High giveth to a man that is good in his sight,
right.
wisdom and knowledge and joy. But to the sinner he giveth travail to gather and to heap up, that he may give to him that is good before God.
Thank you.
This also is vanity and vexation. So after you preppers and you people prepping for the preppers eradicate each other, the elect gonna run up like Ezel. Just picking shit up. Oh shit, hell yeah. You know what I mean? We gonna take your food, we gonna drink your wine, you know what I mean? And whatever concubines is left behind, we know what to do with them too.
Yes, sir.
So by all means, gather, heap up, prep, do all this dumb shit, bro. The elect for the eat.
Thank
you.
And get the good shit.
Eddie Murphy had a joke where he was telling it. He was walking through and people was falling out of his fighting field. That's fine. That's wrong.
Thank you. And what scripture says, he shall spend his goods riotously.
Right. Absolutely.
Right.
I got scripture for you. This is Exodus 21:16. He that steals the man that sells him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. They don't want to see this second part of it. They don't even want to talk about manifest destiny now. But what's that? CRT now? Mm-hmm. Damn, y'all don't teach that either. Y'all just hide from all y'all.
Now, what the fuck is it? What? When did history become theory and not history? History is supposed to right. It's already done. Ain't no theoretical history. Nigga either happened or it didn't. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
All right. Somebody I saw on the comment board. Somebody put up Isaiah 13 and 15. Go ahead and read that. What you got, brother?
Isaiah 19.
Go ahead.
It's the book Isaiah 19 verse 14. One is in verse 17. It says, "The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail branch or rush may do. In that day shall Egypt be like unto a woman, and it shall be afraid and feared, because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Every one that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he hath determined against it.
See, so Esau, you're gonna go and start this fight, and then the Lord's gonna get involved. Because what's gonna happen is y'all gonna kill a lot of 2/3 niggas. It's true, a lot of them. But the Lord, but it's even a lot of them. The Lord gonna put a spirit on them. A lot of them gonna kill you, and you gonna kill them. And what's gonna happen is you Edomites are actually going to start to murder each other.
That's right.
That's what's really gonna happen. And then the Lord's gonna turn up his elect, man. And ain't gonna be a damn thing you can do.
Nothing.
Not a damn thing you
You
can
have
do.
that Isaiah 13?
Baba Kashab.
This is Isaiah 13 and 15. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you joined down to the scoffers. You joined down to Esau. You joined on to these false religions.
Going to reprobate.
Yeah, and you know, Buddhism, Islam, Christianism. You join on to any of those things, man. You cut off from the Lord.
That's it.
And you joined up to them, and you're gonna get that. You're gonna get thrust through.
That's it.
As simple as that, man.
Mm-hmm. All worldly mindsets, although it may look like you can win right now, you're gonna be on your way down, and it ends in the wrath of the Lord. But I got this second Esdras chapter 15, verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And the one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And them swords, whether it be guns, whether it be knives, whether it be tanks, shanks, whether it be bats, hammers, sticks, clubs, whatever, right? Whatever it is. Because then it reads on, it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. All right, whatever power that you got, you know, to survive and have your essentials and all that, man, it's going to be a fight, right? It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. There go your different quarantines and, you know, things of that nature where, and like you say, Elder, all the time about those bridges being lifted up.
Oh yeah, yeah, down there.
You know, all of them everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Cutting
off. Exactly.
Hey, Elder, you know what I'm talking about? Also, them straights.
Making it
hard. The same way you used to move, you're gonna be able to move like that.
Mm-hmm.
These are gonna be very straight.
That's it. That's it. It reads on. It says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid."
It says men shall be afraid.
Straight to
right. So all you proud ass bitches,
woo! Where that
where
lead
you
up?
stand at?
Woo!
Bitch made.
Yeah, all you women over there at the Lick It Fest.
Yeah.
Because I think this fest is in somewhere in Europe, you know. And the funny thing is that, or Eurasia. And when I was looking at the video, I didn't see no. All I saw was Judite women, Benjamite women. I didn't see any Edomite women at all. And so you just got thousands of women in bikinis just doing some, you know. And then you already know that those not only those women gonna do abominations to each other, but they're gonna be frolicking with the men over there too.
Yeah.
All right. Because a lot of them women that be saying that they you know that they go women only, they be sneak dicking.
They want some fight.
They still be sneak dicking. Bobby the shot, brother. Matter of fact,
I got one more.
Got one more?
Yeah. One more verse. It says, verse 19. It says, "A man shall have no pity on his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, which Esau Edom is ushering in, engineering this tribulation that's coming
time of Jacob's trouble
He's
with
got to
the
break.
apex of it.
He's got to break everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the way he's going to get people to subject to the people are already
Exactly.
resisting the digital thing. They don't want it.
Right.
Yeah.
They're verbally and saying that they don't want it.
Right.
People don't even want these cars that can look at them. They don't even want that.
Absolutely.
So they got to
Absolutely.
do stuff. All
Yes.
right. Last two scriptures. Get that. The scripture that I called for. 24 through 26, and then somebody get Amos 9 and
If I
11.
can make a quick point.
Absolutely.
They doing all these things ultimately because right now, why like the elder saying, all people rejecting this and that. Well, it's kind of some type of normalcy going on right now.
Exactly.
But when they engineer where nothing is normal,
Yeah.
people are going to cry for any type of normalcy,
Right.
even the new norm.
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah.
2020. That was the test run. You know,
Yep.
you can't go to the bar. You can't go to the movies.
Yeah.
You can't do this. You
Yeah.
can't do that. You got to show us this piece of paper.
And
showing
Americans
your
are
inoculation.
saying, hell no, we ain't
Not
going through that
again.
again.
Hey.
They're saying it, especially the white ones. They're saying, hell no,
Right.
click.
Right.
We ain't, that ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Exactly.
All right,
Hey,
that's what they're saying.
If I may quote the Elderman Matati, he always said it, bro. He said, it's not that there's not gonna be resources. It means that you're just not finna fucking get it. That's why you had what was called, they call it blockchain. All right. Block and chain you. You know, it's all gonna be allocated resources, man. They're gonna cut you off. Yeah, they're gonna cut you off. It says that in Ezekiel. It says you shall be uprooted without much labor. Not exactly like that, but it's gonna be easy. At a push of the button, he's gonna be able to shut you down, man.
To add on what Capo said about the 2020, right now you have the World Cup being hosted in 3 countries, which means that people internationally are basically traveling to these 3 countries. When those people go back, that'd be the perfect excuse for them to say, hey, look, you guys are, you went all over the world, touching everything, eating everything. They're all going to go back to their countries. And guess what? It's going to be an easier narrative to push than the first one. Because everybody willingly did this shit. They're going to say, oh, we did it in the name of soccer. And they're throwing up the Koreans and the Mexicans are getting along. And all of this is for when those people go back to their countries. They can use that excuse to be like, hey, you know what? You remember those things we warned you about before? Now they're flaring up.
You brought that shit back to us.
Well, and it's a high probability that during this World Cup, there's going to be an incident happen that is really going to be orchestrated by Esau. Quite frankly, but they're going to blame on some brown nation, right? So if it happens, I won't be shocked at all. Once again, I'll say it very proudly and very clearly. There's a high probability that there will be an incident, all right, and people will die, and those people, it will be unfortunate to them. But that incident will be actually done by the people who are trying to enforce the resolution over it. The very people who are going to declare that they're going to avenge and arrest and bring justice are the very people who actually are going to have done it. And they're going to blame it on another nation or another group of people. This is what they do. So don't be shocked. Don't be surprised. All right. If something was to go down between now and between tonight, the event that's going to happen tonight at the UFC, and between the World Cup. Don't be shocked if something happens. Okay?
I got your Amos.
Okay, go ahead and get it, brother.
This is Amos.
No, matter of fact, read yours first, and that won't be last.
This is 1 Corinthians 15, 23. But every man in his order, Hamashiach, the first fruits. Afterwards, that they are Hamashiach it is coming. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the power, even the Father, when he shall put down all rule and all authority and power.
So that right there makes it clear that there will be no American government, no Israeli government, no Japanese, no Russian, none of that.
Right.
All you dumbass Christians out there, all you stupid ass scoffers on his comic board, all you fucking retards on his comic board, man, fucking doodoo heads. All right, all saying all that dumb shit.
Yeah.
Okay, there's going to be no other. When the kingdom of heaven is an earthly realm.
Yeah,
it is an earthly place on earth as it is in heaven. Dumb fucks.
Hey, Proverbs,
and it's going to be here. The Lord is going to set up the kingdom of heaven here on earth, and it's going to be ruled over by His people, the 12 tribes of Israel, which primarily make up the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, And we don't give a damn if you don't like it. Matter of fact, I hope you don't like it. So it
I
gets
want you
shoved
not
in
to
your
like it.
face. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. And a goddamn thing you can do about it.
Eat the cake, anime.
Keep
In the
reading,
face.
brother.
In the face.
It says, for he must reign till he have put enemies under his feet. The last enemy that should be destroyed is death. It says,
How can you include all people in this? It makes no sense. But I digress. Go ahead, brother.
said, for he had put all things under his feet. But when he said all things are put under him, it is manifest that he expected which he did to put things all under him.
And now how is he going to do that? By setting up the tabernacle of David. Proceed, Baba Kasha.
This is Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof.
And that's how the Lord doing it now. The tabernacle of David is right here in front of you. Those same men that subjected Esau even back then, guess what? He alive, bitch.
Yeah, he's starting to see the flags of David come over that mountain.
Right.
Yeah, he's starting to see the flags raised up of that mountain. Then he's seeing the heads, and now he's seeing the horses.
He's hearing the horns being blown.
Oh, shit. Now, this time, we're going to come in flying.
Right.
Now, you're going to see us coming from the sky, man. But go ahead, brother.
And
It's
I
going
will
to be different this time, brother.
That's right.
But let them read. Let them finish.
And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build as it in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of
But I thought Edom was done away with. That was the Christianism lie that was taught for hundreds of years.
Uh-huh.
Right? Go ahead.
that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen.
So, within all Christianism, including right-wing racist Christianism, they all agree that the end of the world is nigh.
Yeah, right.
All right, and they're so proud of their white superiority. Nigga, y'all in rulership. The Lord is coming to take who's ever leading the leaders, the rulers out of rulership. The Bible is saying that Edom is ruling. Dumbasses.
Exodus
That's
20,
you.
Exodus 21.
All right.
That's your ass.
That's you. All right. Go ahead, brother.
That they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith Yahweh, that doeth this.
And that remnant, you know, talking about we gonna possess your motherfucking property. That's our land.
Everything that you have.
Our shit.
Including you.
Right.
Because those of you that die, you're going to be born back in the kingdom as babies, straight into slavery, man. All right? Straight into slavery.
You take a baby, just throw his ass to the
Right.
field.
It's like, as soon as your little ass can walk, man, you picking cotton. All right? I don't care if your little fingers is pricking and bleeding and you crying.
That's right.
Get your little ass back out
Yeah, yeah.
Pick some more shit. All right? Little fucker.
Hey, I'll put this on the top of that.
All the little stewies.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Exodus 21 and 16. And he that steals a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
There it is, man. So if you steal a man and he be found in his hand,
We
he
still
shall
here.
surely be put to death, man. And we're still in your hands. All right? Because you have us under contractual law. You can't deny that. So the scriptures bear witness to who the people of the Lord are and who the people of the wicked are.
That's right.
And who's ruling. And the people and the Lord is coming to take the world from the wicked rulership. Okay, so with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, all honor, and glory unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakodash.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Abba Ba.
Turn those machines.
Yes, nigga, you can turn that fan back on, bro.
Yes, sir.
Y'all
Yes,
keep
sir.
it set up, brother.
This
Yes,
nigga
sir.
don't say.
Well, it don't come on.